Well, I've had two stints at Get Carter Productions. I first started back in 2002 and I stayed for a couple of years. Had a great time, but it was in a very different role. It was to do media sales, and we chose not to progress that any further. It was a bit too competitive, and we weren't playing to our strengths. And I came back in 2016, and I've been managing director since 2016. So yeah, I'm one of the few that has been away and come back. No, I haven't. I suppose, like lots of people, I fell into advertising full stop. I think I worked in a building site for a while when I very unceremoniously left university. Left in the nicest term of the word. And then I went to work at what was Thompson's newspapers at the time, the Evening Chronicle and Journal and Sunday Sun. And I worked there, as did lots of people, and I went there because there was a car on offer and I needed wheels. So I went there, I had a great time there for 3 or 4 years, and then I went to work at Cable AdNet, which was part of the TeleWest group, which was cable advertising on the television. And from there I went to Metro Radio in 1997, which makes me older than everybody watching this, and I've been in audio ever since then. And for me, it's the most exciting medium, and that's why I've stayed in it for so long. Well, I would hope that what I'm about to say in relation to my day-to-day and my role ties in with what other people think that I do. I think I'm very much a sounding board for the creative minds, in so much as I'm often used as a beta test to see what do you think of this, as opposed to come up with an idea. That would take far too long and wouldn't be very good. And apart from that, I deal with most of the financials in conjunction with Karen, who's our finance manager, and also a lot of the outreach and the new client acquisition. I'm involved in all of that, rightly or wrongly, good or bad, but I am involved in it. And apart from that, I'll open up and lock up 99.9% of the time and don't make enough tea. That definitely would be levelled at me. Well, we've got a company vision to be the biggest and most successful audio production company in the UK, and that's not just my vision. That was put together with everybody in the team. We've been running that now for about 5 or 6 years, and nothing's changed on several metrics. We already are on some other metrics. If you'd like to find out more, I'll tell you what they are. We aren't just yet, but we're working together as a team to get there every day. So yeah, to be the biggest and most successful audio production company in the UK. I think from an audio production perspective and a creative perspective, it can all become very subjective. I think the parts that aren't subjective are the processes. We've got a bespoke piece of proprietary software, Rio, that is a cradle to the grave kind of production system that ties in with all radio updates and all the stations in the UK, so that dispatch is guaranteed, and that's a really big one. The quality that comes out in relation to the creative and how the ads sound, I think is second to none. I think that sets us apart, but I'm bound to say that, and that does become subjective as opposed to objective. Look, I haven't got a crystal ball, but I suppose I've got opinions on stuff. I think consolidation's probably close to the end. We've seen some of the larger groups become bigger, not just audio. Bauer have most recently bought the Clear Channel Outdoor Network, and to see how audio and outdoor works very, very closely together. I hasten to add that we used to have a hashtag that was We Believe in Radio. Well, we still believe in radio, but we also hashtag We Believe in Audio now, because it is becoming more and more about the audio platforms, channels, as opposed to just the radio. But most people will know that already. 50% of all listening to live radio is done digitally, online. I think that will increase. It's bound to increase, and eventually the FM transmitters will be turned off, but on the basis they were meant to be turned off in 2016. I don't know when that's going to be. Well, my favourite office tradition or moment, it's pretty straightforward really for me, but one of our cornerstones, straightforward. I like round about 9:45 every morning, where Ian Johnson, who's head of dispatch, the king of dispatch here at Get Cotter Productions, goes and makes the tea. And I love that, and I look forward to that every day. He makes a particularly good cup of tea, and if you'd like to find out about how good his tea is, just give me a shout and come and have a cup of tea with us.